Hello friends, so we're just gonna do a one take video because I am experiencing a flare-up day, which you'll be able to tell by my laborious breathing. So I do not have the energy to edit, but I still want to do something, so I feel a bit better. So, ambulatory wheelchair users. I guess I am one now. That is so new and difficult for my brain to wrap around. So, about 2-3 months ago, I decided that a wheelchair might be something that is beneficial for my everyday life, because my symptoms got worse and walking any amount is extremely exhausting and will slowly become extremely painful. So I started to think about it. I started to think about mobility aids. And like a previous video I uploaded, I got a cane and I got a rollator over time. And while those two tools are great for balance, and the rollator is great because it has a seat and it helps carry a lot of my luggage, my bags and stuff, there's one problem is I still needed to be on my feet, and being on my feet caused a lot of pain, and also needing to walk is caused me a lot of fatigue, and then I can't breathe because of my shortness of breath, and then it's a whole thing. So my quality of life reduced like tremendously. I couldn't go to a lot of places. I switched from going to supermarkets to doing grocery deliveries, and my amount of ordering food and takeout like skyrocketed. My Uber budget skyrocketed. Like, it was not, I don't think was sustainable. I don't think my current setup is sustainable either. But anyway, so I decided to rent a wheelchair from some online companies. Need to catch my breath here. Yeah, so I decided to rent electric wheelchairs, because a manual wheelchair would defeat the purpose, which is to reduce pain and reduce fatigue. And having a manual wheelchair that I would need to propel with my weak ass arms and my painful shoulders and fingers, I don't think would be sustainable. I tried once or twice when I went to the zoo and stuff to use their own manual wheelchair, but I just couldn't push myself over most surfaces, which in my city there's a lot of cobblestone. So I decided to go for electric ones, and I tried two out. Both are sort of foldable in different ways. One, unfortunately, I had to return because it was so insanely heavy that I could not take it out by myself. Like, I always have to rely on someone to get it out for me, and that did not help with being independent, and also there wasn't always someone there to help me. And I live in a very inaccessible building. Like, there's steps to the entrance and there's steps up my apartment. So at least I needed to be has wheels that roll easily and design in a way where I can still pull it using my body weight to get it out. So that's what I've been doing for the past 2 months, is renting wheelchairs and trying it out. And the verdict is I love it. I love it so much. It's really changing my life for the better. And of course that makes me sad because it really highlights the walking abilities that I slowly lost over time, over the past year. Now I can go on walks. I can go on little mental health walks if I want to. And I always thought mental health walks was a hoax, but turns out it's because I was just in pain, and it's fine when I'm on my wheelchair and I go out, and then I actually do feel better from my little mental health. I can go grocery shopping on the way because I can just put it on my lap or tie it to my wheelchair, and I don't have to carry anything, so I reduce a lot of pain, reduce a lot of fatigue. I can go out with friends more, like if they feel spontaneous after we have dinner, then I can go on a walk with them. I can go to a second location. So, and yeah, like I feel so empowered. I feel like I gained a lot of things back. Of course, it's not easy. Like, the world is not accessible, and I live in somewhat like a pretty wheelchair accessible city, and I still have defective elevators. I still need to check. There's an elevator website that you check if the elevators are still working at the station you want to go to. And it's still embarrassing for me, and for like a person who don't want to be stared at too much. When like I take a tram or a bus and I have to wait for the driver to come out to take the ramp, and I have to go up, and sometimes it doesn't work, so people have to help me. So, but you know, it's a trade-off, and I'm happy to take that trade-off. If it means I can take public transport again, I can reduce my Uber budgets, I can be spontaneous, I can have fun, I can like go to do something and have energy to still do that thing, as opposed to before all of my energy would be spent getting to there, because walking would be the hardest part of the activity. Yeah, all my friends are nice, so I don't really have anyone who says anything questionable. I have stares here and there, and I've had weird comments here and there by strangers, but honestly, it's nothing that I can it's nothing that I can't just ignore. So yeah, I am really happy with my purchase. I think there's still a lot to talk about, a lot to think about for me, like identity wise, and also a lot to think about in the future, because this is just a rental wheelchair. It's not my official wheelchair, and it doesn't meet all of my needs. And of course, it also brings up a lot of other types of pain that comes from sitting and not walking continuously. Like, it's not a perfect solution, but it's a great solution for now, for me. So I need to think about buying the wheelchair. And I'm in a privileged position that I can just probably find a way to just buy it. If it's like a cheaper model. By cheaper electric wheelchair, I mean like under 2,000 euro or under 3,000 euro, if it has to be like that. But it would be nice if I could go through insurance so they can pay it for me. And I would love to have a physical therapist or an occupational therapist that can help me with the wheelchair, help to advise me what is good, and of course help me do exercises that can help me not lose a lot of leg function if I increase my wheelchair use. So I would love to go through the official way, as they say, but I'm not sure how to go about that when I'm still undiagnosed. As in, I have a name for it, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but I don't have an official diagnosis yet, because I'm waiting for my appointment. Like, it's okay, it's not gonna take years and years, and I'm grateful that it won't take years. But I still need the diagnosis and then get a prescription for the wheelchair, and then maybe in the future I would like to apply for disability, but I don't know. I truly don't know what is happening. I don't know what's going on or what I want to do, but all I know is this device, which is, you know, equivalent to taking so many Uber trips and doing like paying for a lot of compensations for not for saving energy and helping pain in other ways. Sort of evens itself out cost-wise, but it's not like it's not expensive to rent an electric wheelchair. I lost my train of thought. This is why I like edit videos and not just stream of consciousness videos. Electric wheelchair, what was I to say? Yeah, and I guess there's also a lot to think about identity-wise. Like, what does it mean now that I'm a wheelchair user? Can I claim to be a wheelchair user? Which is, you know, ridiculous because I am using a wheelchair and by definition a wheelchair user. But you know, it feels icky when my mobility is fine. She says not being able to walk a block or two. But as in, I can still walk a lot of short distances, and like around my house I can still walk. So there is some sense of like I'm exaggerating, I'm faking it, I'm going directly to this like expensive medical equipment without trying first. Like trying mean like physical therapy or trying to walk first. So you know, it's not like it is an easy, straightforward situation, but it's the situation I am in right now. And I hope this video resonates with other ambulatory wheelchair users or part-time mobility aid users as well, because again, other people who made similar videos have been helpful for me. Yeah, thank you and goodbye.